South Korea has long been regarded as a beacon of economic success. Its rapid development over the past few decades has made it a model for other countries to emulate. However, despite its impressive wealth and technological advancements, there is a growing concern that the country is facing a crisis that is not immediately apparent. This crisis is not related to the economy, but to social and cultural issues slowly eroding South Korean society's fabric. In this video, we will explore the various challenges South Korea faces and how they impact the lives of its citizens. Is South Korea a success story because of the United States? Did you know that the United States' relationship with South Korea goes back over a century? That's right. The first contact between the US government and the Korean peninsula dates back to 1871. Since then, the USA has been a steadfast ally of South Korea, providing support and aid to help the nation grow and thrive. From stabilizing the country after World War II to funding crucial welfare programs and helping to strengthen the economy, the USA has played a crucial role in helping South Korea become the thriving nation it is today. It's a fascinating history that not many people know about, but worth exploring. Explore the fascinating story of how the relationship between the USA and South Korea flourished into a formidable alliance. After the Korean War came to an end in 1953, South Korea was left devastated and impoverished. However, with the help of the United States, South Korea was able to rebuild its economy and become one of the world's most prosperous nations. The US provided aid, investment, and military support and helped create a favorable environment for South Korea to grow by establishing free trade agreements and encouraging foreign investment. This partnership between the two nations has remained strong for decades and paved the way for South Korea to become a technology, manufacturing, and innovation leader. As a result, South Korea has become a shining example of how a country can overcome adversity and achieve success with the help of a strong ally. Unveiling the strategies of South Korean dictator Park Chung-hee that led to remarkable success. Did you know South Korea underwent an incredible transformation in the late 20th century? From a low-income agrarian society to a high-tech industrial powerhouse, this country has come a long way. It was all thanks to Park Chung-hee's visionary leadership, which lasted from 1961 until his assassination in 1979. Despite his controversial status as a dictator, his policies were instrumental in the country's economic growth. Park's vision for South Korea's economic growth was centered around export-oriented industrialization. This involved a strategic focus on developing industries that could compete in the international market and reduce the country's dependence on imports. To achieve this, Park implemented a range of policies aimed at supporting the growth of Korean companies, including providing tax breaks, subsidies, and preferential treatment for local businesses. These measures have been instrumental in driving the country's economic success and establishing South Korea as a significant player in the global market. Park's visionary leadership transformed South Korea's economy and revolutionized the country's agricultural sector. By implementing groundbreaking land reforms, Park successfully distributed land to small farmers, increasing agricultural productivity. This not only ensured a stable food supply for the country, but also provided a solid foundation for the growth of the industrial sector. Thanks to Park's bold reforms, South Korea witnessed an unprecedented economic boom, making it a force to be reckoned with on the global stage. One key factor driving growth and development in high-tech industries, such as electronics and telecommunications, is the presence of a highly skilled workforce. Park recognized this early on, and he made significant investments in education and training programs to ensure that South Korea had the talent it needed to compete on a global stage. Thanks to his vision and foresight, South Korea has become a world leader in these industries, and its citizens have benefited from the opportunities and prosperity that have come with it. Although Park's legacy remains controversial, his impact on the country's economic development is undeniable. Understanding the root causes of economic inequality in South Korea. Would you believe a country progressing by leaps and bounds, started to suffer economic inequality due to some avoidable circumstances. Despite its congenial relationship with the USA, South Korea started to experience symptoms of an economic crisis. South Korea's economic progress has been impressive, transforming the country into a modern and prosperous society in a relatively short period of time. However, it's important to acknowledge that much work must be done to address economic inequality. To design policies that can effectively address this problem, we need to understand its root causes. Some factors contributing to economic inequality in South Korea include disparities in education and job opportunities, unequal distribution of wealth and income, and a lack of social safety nets for vulnerable groups. Let's delve deeper into these issues and work towards creating a more equitable society for all. Over the past few decades, globalization and rapid technological advancements have drastically transformed the Korean economy and workforce. While these changes have brought about numerous benefits, they have also created a significant divide between the winners and losers in the job market, with some workers struggling to keep up with the evolving demands of their industries. Growing economic inequalities threaten to undermine social cohesion and limit economic growth. To address this challenge, policymakers must take a comprehensive approach, considering the various factors contributing to this inequality. This might include investing in education and skills training programs to help workers acquire new skills, adapt to new technologies, and promote innovation and entrepreneurship to create new job opportunities. At the same time, policymakers must also ensure adequate social safety nets and support systems are in place to assist those whom these changes may leave behind. By taking these steps, policymakers can work to reduce economic inequality and promote greater economic opportunity for all South Koreans, helping to build a stronger and more inclusive economy for the future. Unraveling the paradox: how South Korea's prosperity is fueling its population crisis. Did you know South Korea is facing a major population crisis today? The country has been experiencing a significant decline in its birth rate and an increase in its aging population. While several factors contribute to this trend, some experts believe that the country's wealth could be a significant factor. As South Korea has progressed economically in the past few decades, people have started to place a greater emphasis on their careers and financial stability, often at the expense of starting families. Furthermore, the country's exorbitant cost of living and education has made it a real challenge for many young people to even think about having children. In addition to other factors, South Korea's work culture has been identified as a powerful deterrent to starting a family. The work culture in South Korea is highly competitive and demanding, which leaves little room for personal or family time. Workers are expected to put in long hours and prioritize work over other aspects of their lives. As a result, balancing work and family responsibilities has become a challenging task for many. This has discouraged people from starting families and led to a decline in the country's birth rate. It's interesting to note that the government has come up with some really thoughtful policies to encourage people to have more children, including subsidized childcare and parental leave. However, the big question on everyone's mind is whether these measures will be enough to actually reverse the trend. It'll be fascinating to see how this all plays out in the coming years. It's unbelievable and shocking how South Korea's wealth has affected its population crisis. With the country constantly evolving and advancing, policymakers must strike a balance between economic growth and social and demographic stability. This is a challenging task, but one that is crucial for the country's future. Let's remain optimistic as the South Korean government is taking resolute measures to overcome this temporary crisis. The future of the South Korean economy looks bright, especially with the unwavering support of the United States. The strong partnership between these two nations has already proven to be a driving force behind South Korea's economic success. With continued military support, aid, investment, free trade agreements, and encouragement of foreign investment, South Korea will undoubtedly continue to flourish and uphold its status as a technology, manufacturing, and innovation leader. The US has played a vital role in shaping South Korea's high-tech industries by contributing to developing a skilled workforce. This partnership has been instrumental in driving economic growth and ensuring a bright future for South Korea's economy. Maintaining this strong collaboration will continue to be critical for the sustained success of both nations. While the country may appear prosperous, it faces several challenges such as economic inequality and population crisis. However, as global citizens, we are responsible for supporting and uplifting those fighting for a better future. By addressing these issues head-on and working towards a more equitable and just society, South Korea has the potential to emerge stronger and more resilient than ever before. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content on global issues. Make sure to let us know your thoughts and don't forget to like today's video. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.